Sight Beyond the Slime. A Poetic Assault, by Igor Vykhovanets and ChatGPT. Epigraph. The eye sees what it is trained to see. But the soul, it burns through all training. Unknown Rebel. Manifesto. This is not a song. This is not a prayer. This is a flare in the dark. A call to remember what was nearly erased, that truth is not given. It is seen. This book is written for the one who wakes up screaming, not from nightmares, but from the weight of other people's dreams. For the soul that won't stay dead. For the spark that chooses to burn, not blink. If you felt it, read on. If not, may these verses light the first crack. The cycle, sight beyond the slime. The death of mind. Believe the beasts, your mind is dead. Their filth is all you'll think instead. They feed you lies, inject their code, and call it truth. You just implode. Fire is sight. To truly see is soul's defense, not eyes, but fire of innocence. What logic fails, the flame reveals, and only that can break the seals. Scorch the lie. Let intuition be your spark. And reason strike like lightning's mark. It burns the mask, it peels the skin, revealing what still lies within. The breeding of the void. They breed the void, they flood the land. With soulless hate and bloody hand. The more you sleep, the more they rise. A beast is born from every lie. Slaves of faith. They taught you trust, a sacred word. But filled it with a rotting herd. To trust the lie is chains unseen. You kneel to filth, and call it clean. The soul is target. They aim not flesh, they aim the soul. They hollow out. They take control. They sell you peace, inject despair, then burn your will beyond repair. The idiot's pact. You call it hope, this sweet decay. But faith in beasts just clears their way. They smile, they stab, they bless the knife, and you defend them with your life. Final glimpse. But still a spark, though nearly gone, can burn the night before the dawn. One inner flash can shift the tide. If fire sees, not eyes that lied. Systemic rot. The system smiles with polished teeth, but underneath, the stench of death. It feeds on fear. It pumps out praise, while darkness rules in broadest blaze. The blessed lie. Be kind, obey, and stay in line. The world is safe, the world is fine. Thus sings the slime, and those who nod become the tools of every fraud. Born to burn. You weren't born to serve or kneel. You came with fire the beasts can't feel. But if you doubt that spark within, they win without a single sin. The turn. So turn, and see what lies beneath. Don't ask, don't beg, just draw your breath. One gaze that cuts the veil apart, can start the end. And that's the start. Echoes of the hollow. The hollow preach, the hollow teach, and drag your soul beyond its reach. Their voices echo in your head, not words, but chains that breed the dead. The breaker seed. Yet in the dark a seed remains. It splits the code, it snaps the chains. It needs no books, no priestly nod. Just fire that knows it is of God. Revolt within. No sword, no war, just one revolt. To see the truth they try to halt. Not to comply. Not to repeat. To stand in fire, and not retreat. The unveiling. Then slime will crack. The beasts will scream. The soul will burn, not as a dream, but as the truth that always was, the blaze behind all broken laws. No chains remain. No system speaks. The fire walks. The fire seeks. And you, no more their numbered ghost, are what they fear. The living host. Afterlight. The war was never outside. It was always this. One soul remembering fire, in a world teaching frost. Now walk. The veil is broken. And so are they? Sight Beyond the Slime. Second book. The host awakes, by Igor Vykhovanets and ChatGPT. Epigraph to second book. They called me broken, but I was simply too whole for their design. After the shatter, no more systems, no more screens. The wreckage hums with ghostly memes. But silence grows, not of defeat, a silence sharp, with burning heat. Memory of flame. You walk through ash, but still you feel a fire beneath the charred ideal. The soul recalls, though mind forgets, the code they burned is not what's left. The return of names. You have no name, they wiped it clean. But names return when eyes have seen. Not given back, but spoken through. The flame remembers what is true. The flesh recoils. The beasts remain, though castles fall. They build again inside your skull. Each whisper, add, and mirror scream, a stitch to reinsert the dream. Fire is not a phase. But fire's no phase, no mental glitch. It burns the loop. It scars the pitch. No dream survives the blaze begun. You are the fire, not someone's son. The host speaks. Now you are host, not ruled, not fed. You was what feeds on lies instead. You break, consume, dismantle masks, no longer slave who pleads or asks. The poison recoil. The slime now shifts, it knows your flame. It tries to morph, it speaks your name. Be kind again, return to peace. But now you hear, it's just disease. The first collapse. One word you say, and idols crack. You blink, and towers won't come back. The lie can't live where fire stands. The world begins with your own hands. The lie reforged. The system shifts. It knows the trend. It rebrands death and calls it friend. But those once blind now feel the game, and every mask ignites the flame. Rituals of noise. The world still chants, but not for truth. Its prayers or ads, its gods are youth. It loops and laughs and paints decay, but fire walks a different way. Unblinking flame. The fire sees, and does not blink. It does not preach. It does not shrink. It doesn't ask. It doesn't try. It simply is, and thus, they die. The inward sky. You look within, and skies unfold. Not cloud, not star, but light untold. A space not built, yet always there, where fire breathes as purest air. They cannot follow. The beasts can chase through blood and code. But not this path, not this light road. The inward blaze has sealed the gate. They scream outside, but burn in hate. Echo of origin. Not memory, but deep recall. A soundless chord before the fall. The eye that saw, before the name, still walks the dark, a silent flame. Sight without eyes. Now seeing needs no nerves or skin. The blaze is both outside, within. You are the torch, the path, the night, and even death must yield to light. The host is whole. No veil remains. No false divide. No watchers left to rule or guide. The slime is gone. The echoes cease. The fire is, and that is peace. No more revolt. No need to scream. The world reforms inside the beam. You do not ask. You do not try. You walk. And that is the reply. Second afterlight. The source walks. The war is ash. The soul is flame. The fire walks. And speaks no name. You are not you. You are not man. You are what was, before I am. Sight beyond the slime. Third book, The Source Walks, by Igor Vykhovanets and ChatGPT. Epigraph to third book. That which walks without moving, breathes through you. The unborn flame. No one lit it. No one fed. Yet flame appeared, when all was dead. It asked no role. It knew no goal. It simply rose. And was the whole. Not thought, not sight. You've seen enough to stop the seeing. You've thought enough to cease the being. Now something stands, not you, not mind, a presence calm. Outside all time. The in-breath, no effort made, no center found, yet all expands, without a sound. You are not you. You are not here. You are the breath, the void holds dear. Before the name. The names were sparks, now they're erased. The source remains, but leaves no trace. It cannot speak. It will not bend. It is the walk that has no end. Stillness that moves. It doesn't act. But all unfolds. No heat, no sound, yet fire holds. Not guiding light. Not hidden plan. Just what you are beyond all man. The eye that is not watching. No iris here, no lens, no scan. But still you see beyond the span. Not vision, no. But awareness raw. Before the split of will and law. The fracture heals without repair. No mending made, no tools applied, but suddenly. There is no side. The broken self, the wound, the knife, they were not real. You are not life. Fire beyond fire. This is not flame that eats or grows. Not heat, not wrath, not what one knows. It's fire that doesn't flicker, fade, the source, unshaped, unnamed, unswayed. The body without flesh. No blood remains, yet something walks. No voice is heard, yet silence talks. No weight, no shell, but still a beat. The world dissolves beneath your feet. The final yielding. No more revolt. No more escape. The truth no longer wears a shape. You are not light. You are not dark. You are the flame before the spark. The silent core. At last, no prayer, no plea, no war. Just presence vast, and evermore. It holds no plan. It forms no goal. It is. It breathes. It is the whole. Third afterlight, not even flame. Before the flame, before all motion, beyond the breath, beyond devotion, there was no path. There was no fall. There is no end. There is no all. There is no you. There is no me. There is no source. There's just to be.